Okay, so here are the problems that using intuition as the only source of moral argument or moral understanding. First problem is that is because not all such truths are self-evident to everyone. So some obvious truths somehow are self-realized or something that is universally aware in a sense, but there are a lot of things that are more abstract. So truth are not outwardly revealed. So that's number one. And the next is we know something is right, but cannot explain the reason why it is right. So we can't use to convince any other people. Um, for example, in Cambodia and in Thailand, we do believe in ghosts, and ghosts are, I think, in all cultures we have some ideas of ghosts. But let's say like you have somehow felt it very strongly because you have some kind of personal connection, whatever, and it is very self-evident to you. But if you want to convince me to believe in ghosts through your intuitions, then it's not so convinced to me. That because of it is not reasons. It's basically based on hunches, based on personal uh, omens or some kind of emotional connections, but this is not something that is based on reason and therefore cannot be used to convince other people to believe in what you believe. Now, the next epistemological approach that can be used to know is experience. Even Aristotle emphasized that reason as a source of moral knowledge and experience is required for knowledge. So it seems like experience is the grudges of your reasoning, and a theory that is somehow used to back up experience is what we call empiricism. Um, say that most, if not all, human knowledge come from our five senses. So we learn about logical empiricism, right? Which is something that can be verified in real life. If something is true, it's got to be practical. It's got to be real. Okay. Um, Next is what we call positivism. Okay, here I just talk about logical empiricism. So positivism is an attempt to justify all things, including study of philosophy, by aligning it with science. Positivism is a popular scientific camp, scientific theories to back up experiments, scientific investigations in the form of experiments or hard sciences. Um, Logical empiricism is believing all knowledge is based on scientific observations of the physical world. So even moral statements uh, somehow to be observed in real life. Okay, positivists believe that moral judgments cannot be tested in the physical world, and they are simply the expressions of individual emotions. You see, positivists are scientists. They are hard scientists. They are lab scientists, for example, and they seem to have this strong view, um, uh, of what is being observable, repeatable, predictable, while moral knowledge or moral judgments are actually something that's abstract and based on complex reasoning, and positivists are not very interested on that. In fact, they even deny studying the emotions, that because of emotions are not very predictable. Okay, so emotivism was never widely accepted as a moral theory. We'll talk about it a bit more when we go to ethical subjectivism. Okay, so emotivism comes from the word emotion, using emotion as the basis for our moral judgment or moral understanding. Okay, so in summary, well, I will leave this part, for the next video then, that because